Oh, no.
This one's painful. Oh my God. It's so painful because I know it, but I don't know it.
Oh, man.
What is it?
Hey now,
Don't dream.
it. Oh.
It's, is that Spandau Ballet?
Crowded House.
Crowded House. Damn it.
Beautiful song, dude. That's okay.
That one hurt.
I thought for sure.
God, that one hurts.
I thought for sure.
I was hearing it, but I wasn't hearing it. Man, it's just, it wouldn't click.
That's a good one there.
That's a really good one.
Australians. Oh, New Zealand. Are they Australian or are they New Zealand?
I don't know.
They're from down there somewhere. They're from down there somewhere, boy.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson.
Great Measures.
Gonna introduce you to a band called Deafheaven.
Huh?
The song is called Magnolia.
Where we're from. Magnolia State.
It is the Magnolia State. Yep. A lot of, well, we'll get into it.
Okay.
Let's listen to the song.
Okay, let's do it.
All right, this is Magnolia by Deafheaven. Ready to roll?
Proceed, Richard.
Only
What do you think, Richard?
I'm a big fan. Took me a long time to get it with this band, to get this band. I think I mentioned it in a prior video. They had a album come out a few years ago now, called Sunbather. And because I can be so closed-minded about metal, the album cover was pink, and I just disregarded it. And it's one of the best albums of the last couple of decades. This song came out, I think the single, this was the first single off the album. It was released in January, earlier this year in 2025. The album came out in March. The album's called Lonely People with Power. And a lot of the vocalist and lyricist, his name's George. A lot of his lyrics are personal, but he doesn't really talk about them, and he leaves everything open. He prefers to leave everything open to interpretation. And when I got to digging into this song and the lyrics and what they actually, he's talked about it in interviews before, previously, about this song in particular and what some of these words mean. And I had no idea, this band that I've kind of brushed off to the side for so long. And then when I start to really dig into it, I'm blown away. But so Magnolia, obviously, like you said, being the state flower of Mississippi, where we are. So I don't know all of the details, but a large portion of his family is from here. This song in particular was...
He looks familiar.
Well, the crazy part is there's another song on this album called Winona. The family, from what I understand, is from Winona, which is an hour from us.
A little more.
A little more.
Nowhereville.
Yeah.
Nowhereville.
So the line, in the shadow of the willowed Sacred Heart, is a reference to the Sacred Heart Catholic Church in Winona, where the funeral was for his uncle. This was him recalling how he felt being at his uncle's funeral, coming back to Winona, Mississippi. And then I start going deeper into the discography and the catalog, and there's another song called, I think it's The Pecan Tree, or it's Pecan Tree. And it's about, or the song title is a reference to the pecan tree in his grandmother's backyard, that she would harvest every year and make pies, and, very Mississippi, Southern. And, they're based out of California, the band. So I've never made that connection, and I've never done the deep enough dive. But I got so excited because I was like, I've been to Winona 1,000 times.
Yeah.
I know exactly where that is.
I'm going to try not to pass through there on the way home.
Yeah. And now I'm like, I got to go track down where the Sacred Heart Church, Catholic Church is.
Yeah, well, there's a lot. There's Sacred Hearts. There's a Sacred Heart in Hattiesburg, and there's a Sacred Heart.
Gotcha. Musically, how do you feel?
Oh, it's hype.
Okay.
Musically, his vocals is wicked sounding.
Dude, yes. Again, another one of those things that I wish that I spent so much time being like, it's just Deafheaven. And now I'm like, this is the greatest band of the last 20 years.
I mean, musically, they're just, I don't know. It's all good ideas. They're moving through the song. There's not much space. They don't deal with much space at all.
I think I saw also, I'm just kind of throwing a bunch of stuff at the wall here for you, but that opening riff, the that was, I think it was this song. That was something that their guitarist Carrie started playing at soundcheck in 2023, and it just grew into a song.
That's where the best stuff happens.
Yeah.
Or how the best stuff happens. I mean, it's just solid music straight through. It's just all music. Even when they stopped the double bass drum stuff and just sort of rock there for a while. It just all goes really well together, but it's not easy to grasp a hold of.
Yeah.
But their changes, like they did some really cool chord changes where I really like it when bands will do a progression of maybe 4 chords, and then the 4th time around, they change the 4th chord into another one, to a dissonant chord. They do that a couple of times. And so it makes it more interesting when you're really sort of listening to it, you know. And then I like the name of the band, Deafheaven.
Yeah.
It just has a really, the euphony of this. The sound is really cool of the word, or all of those consonants in there.
So there's other
Deafheaven, like the EA and the EA, the is, you know, it just flows really well.
So there's other things that get me excited as I've done more digging. So there's references in this song and other songs to depression and alcoholism and substance abuse. So alcoholism runs very strong, and from what I've seen in interviews, in George's family. I think
They're from Winona.
Yeah. What else is there to do?
It's the Sacred Heart Church and the liquor store right there.
I think he himself is in recovery, or has made reference to quitting drinking. His father, I believe, is in recovery. The uncle that passed away, I believe, was, I don't know if it was in recovery, but battled alcoholism. But, so the album cover I'll show you is that. It's this hookerish looking lady and a young kid in the passenger seat, and, you know, an adult male driving. So George tells the story of when he was like 12 or 13, his dad was involved in like outreach and helping people in early recovery that are in halfway houses, sober living type environments. And there was this one guy, I think he said his name was Mike, that went back out, disappeared. I don't know if this was in Mississippi or not. He never really says where, but he was in a part of town where there's, you know, sex workers and drugs.
Ladies of the night.
The Skid Row type, the Skid Row type area. And he remembers this vivid moment of, you know, there's this lady standing over here, and they call this lady over to the car, and it's him and his dad's driving, and he's 12 or 13 years old, and this lady, you know, they're asking, have you seen this guy? And he talks about like the juxtaposition between watching my dad look for this guy and have this empathy for this guy, because he does this explanation of like, these people are just lost, and these people, you know, his dad was involved in helping those that have been discarded and forgotten about. And he's talking about, you know, the juxtaposition between his dad bringing him along, because in his 12 and 13-year-old mind, he's thinking, this is illegal, there are police, and, you know, like, we're going to get in trouble for this. And his dad's just looking for somebody to help this guy. And he talks about the dynamic, and
but it's being introduced to the other stuff.
But there's a lady of the night standing at his window talking, you know.
The way a lady of the night does.
Yeah. So there's recovery and substance abuse aspects to his writing, and I mean, like I said, man, I'm not anywhere near an expert on this band, or have really not done a deep enough dive to feel comfortable talking about the band history or any of that stuff, because I don't know it. But what I've found so far has me really excited to learn more about this band.
Yeah, I like, you got the lyric, you said you had the lyrics. There's one line in there, I don't know, there's some, and it's cool that I like better when people don't tell you exactly what something is.
Yeah.
Of course, being from Mississippi, some of this is easier, is sort of hits, I mean, Southern Autumn, you know.
Yeah.
But, you know, this whole thing about I owned everything, thought to be, I was everything taught to me.
Yeah.
You know, that kind of stuff is just stuff that I'm looking in, that I like to look into now, which is are we everything? Are we just made up of everything that we were shown by someone else, and having to sort of
nature versus nurture type situation?
Well, that, but then, what are you really? If you're just a culmination of things that someone else told you what it is and you just accepted it, then you didn't actually do a search to go find out what you really are. You're just a culmination of what everybody,
what's been taught to you.
Yeah. And then you're making decisions based on, if you make decisions based on past experiences, then you're essentially living in the past. And you're never approaching anything with a fresh openness, which is where the whole idea of dying to every day is. Let that die and come back without judgment, without trying to throw off the, all of the images that you've built up about yourself. That's just kind of what I heard a little bit in some of those.
Yeah.
In some of those lyrics, which could absolutely be what, not what it is. But I do like that, it's an interesting, it's interesting. If I just listen to this song and then, because his vocal is so wicked, and he looks mean. He looks mean in there on purpose, his bald head and his, and then lets out this just
piercing,
blood curdling vocal delivery, and not knowing what the song's about, I sort of, and it's black. There's a cool image in the beginning with the guy standing with the light sort of around him. It almost looks like an eye. Even at the end, it seems like there was an eye as well. But anyway, it throws me off. You think it's got to be about something sick, but then you find out that it's just painting a picture for you, and it makes me want to listen again. And people are always in your face about tone of voice.
Yeah.
Maybe that's the argument. Maybe that's the argument that I've been looking for all this time when it comes to this harsh singing. If you're going to sing about something beautiful or positive, how many times do people in your life tell you, well, your tone of voice, the way you said that, maybe that's what this is. It's a lesson in screw you and the whole how you said that crap, and listen to what I'm saying.
Yeah. Okay. I'm with you. Yeah, I'm with you.
Because I'm a firm, don't bring that tone of voice bullshit to me. I don't want to. Sorry I didn't to you. Think about how your feelings are going to be with my tone of voice first. But then again, I'm sitting over here saying, I don't want to hear these style of vocals. It sounds like they want to kill me. Or kill somebody, or are going to kill somebody, or have killed somebody.
Yeah.
And I shouldn't be that way with tone of voice. But, this is a good example of that. Singing words like Southern Autumn in a total slasher sound of a voice.
Yeah.
No, the music was just a muscle car driving down the road. Get out of my way,
It's like I said, and I'm just going to repeat myself, but I'm excited about
down the Natchez Trace.
that's a reference. I'm excited to learn more. I mean, I've been listening to this album kind of just in passing since it came out, but over the last couple of months, I guess, I've really started to focus in on it and put it into perspective. It's one of my top releases this year, but seeing the Mississippi references in the Magnolia and the pecan tree and all of those stories, it's just exciting to kind of dive into.
I dig it. Deafheaven.
Yep.
I'm in.
Thanks for watching, everybody. We are Great Measures. My name is Richard. This is Judson. That was Magnolia by Deafheaven.
Great Measures.
Have a wonderful day, everybody.